Right, everybody. This is Paul from FightTube UK. Today I'm joined by Adi Gray, who's the new England kata coach. Are you ready? Okay?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Thank you for having me. So, getting the job, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I'm totally chuffed. It's something I've sort of wanted to do for a long time.
Yeah.
Know I can do a good job with it, and now it's the time to do it.
And at this stage in your journey, in your career, why now? Why did you choose to apply now?
I feel like I've got experience now. I mean, we need sort of senior instructors as such who have got a lot of experience in lots of different areas to bring it to the squad. But also, we've got a board now that is going to be 100% supportive, and I've been nothing impressed by the board. So working for a board that is, you're going to get the support from is definitely a big factor.
Well, just mentioning board, obviously, karate has gone through some changes lately. I mean, me personally, I think it's all positive so far with the changes that they've made. But what were it like in that interview process, sat with the board? Can you just tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, there was 5 board members, and we had to give a 15-minute presentation, which was pretty strict at the time. And then we sort of had a 45 minutes of answering questions, but it was quite intense, quite out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
But put you under pressure, but it's good pressure that you expect everybody to be put under, whether they're athletes or whether they're coaches. So
yeah.
It was hard, but good.
Good. Any bits in particular that you were worried about going into it?
Mainly the presentation.
Yeah.
I'm not a salesman. I do karate. That's what I do. So it's quite hard to try and get your ideas across. But I had quite a lot of input into it. So it's
fantastic. And your appointment, obviously, there were probably a few people apply for jobs. What do you think that made you stand out from the other people who applied for it?
It's hard to say. I think, there were obviously good candidates who applied, so it was good to be able to sort of come ahead of them. But I just think experience and respect, I think I have within karate, and also knowledge and a clear path of how we're going to go and take, especially the kata squad forward, and try and bring back good times.
I believe you've just had your first squad session as head coach.
Yep.
How did that go? Yeah,
it was really good. Really sort of pleasantly surprised with the attitude of anybody who attended. They just worked hard, and they were like sponges. They wanted to take lots of information in, and I think they start believing that we can really go and take them forward. So it was really good.
Good. I mean, you've been to loads of these sessions previously with the people who were doing the role before you. Are you looking to change anything, or are you looking to just carry on?
Yeah, no, I think everything's got to be changed, and you've got your own styles, your own ways of things, and my own thoughts. I've got my own belief the way we need to run and structure the squad, so they will be different.
Yeah. And when's the next session planned for?
The next one is 29th of September.
And where will that be held? Do you know?
I believe it's in the hub again in Warsaw.
But any information on that will be on EKF website as soon as we've got more information.
Yeah, I think as soon as it's all confirmed, then it'll be it's on the website now, but it will become on Facebook. And
when's your first tournament in charge? When will that be taking place?
The first tournament is Chile. So that's for the Junior World Championships. The team's already been selected for that, so it's just about preparing the best I can now. Obviously, very little input to them, but we can still improve.
Yeah, because
in that time.
You've got quite a bit of time to prepare. It's not a great amount, but I mean, you can meet the team,
Yeah, and support them, and give them the confidence and everything they need to perform to the best.
Do you think that because obviously you weren't part of the selection process for this tournament, do you think it is just getting used to the atmosphere of being the coach, being at the tournament and meeting the squad more than medals, or? Yeah,
I think so. You always got to be realistic and honest. We'll see where we go with it. It is a world championship, so it is going to be the best. So it will be hard, but we'll do our best to do as good as we can.
Good. Just then, you just touched on styles. Obviously, karate, especially kata, is all about styles.
Yeah.
And not one person knows everything.
Yeah.
So will you be bringing an assistant in to help you?
Yeah, we will have 2 assistants coming in. We'll name them shortly, but they will be style related as well, because the biggest thing that I have is that we must do our own styles. I'm not going to go and try and start saying I can do Shitoru or vice versa. You can't. You've got to be your own style, because the rest of the world are sticking to single styles.
You got any names for me there?
It'll be soon. It'll be soon.
Right, and I'll be first to know, yeah?
You'll be first.
Good. Obviously, over recent times, there's been different ways of selecting a squad, but there always has to be a selection process. Can you tell us a little bit more about the selection process that you're going to use?
Yeah, there will be a new process, quite a simplified version from the coach's point of view, but there will be involving referees and obviously performance directors, and there's a big picture to look at with the selections, but there will be a new simplified version that people can get feedback from. So if they didn't quite make a selection, what area they're struggling with or what area they need to work on. So yeah, there's definitely a new structure coming in place.
So there'll be more people involved in the selection of the squad.
I think it's similar to now, but there'll just be more information to come out to help people progress for future selections.
Yeah. And what about the getting people ready for selection? So is there a structure in place to bring on the younger generation of athletes to get them ready for when it's time to select?
Well, with the sort of cadets being 14 years old, we need people up and running by the time they're 14. So we've got to bring them in younger than 14. And like with most professional sports, they're all younger. The age, that young tennis girl who's 15, taking Wimbledon by storm. So they are getting younger. But we will be trying to implement a regional structure and a stepping stone structure up into the national squad. I don't see the point in going from a club to national. It's got to be a stepping stone process, which will build the confidence and the standards as they go up.
So I would imagine there'll be numerous training sessions throughout the year. Yeah,
we're trying to get more on. I think we have to have more regular input with them. One training session a month for me is a little bit, not enough input. So with the regionals, more regular regionals, and that added to nationals would be, a lot more training.
I mean, the calendar's really full as it is with, you've got your courses, you've got your competitions, you've got your seminars, things like that. From your point of view, do you think it's more beneficial for a younger athlete to compete or to go to courses?
It depends on the competition. If they're just competing at the same competition and getting nothing out of it, then they're not actually learning anything. It's all about learning something. So a lot of people need a lot more coaching. Doesn't matter what level of athlete you are, you need a coach. Usain Bolt still wins all his world championships, all his Olympics, but he still has a coach. Yeah. So it is important to give you coaching.
Touching on the Olympics, obviously we are an Olympic sport. For how long we don't know yet, but we're definitely in the next one. Do you think that's had a positive impact on karate?
I think maybe not as positive as it should have. I think it could definitely have more scope for to make a bigger point about it, but and to bring it to more just general understanding of people who involved with sport that karate is an Olympic sport. Yeah.
Are you in control of the whole kata squad? So we're talking cadets, seniors, juniors, and teams. Yeah,
as I'm head coach, I'm responsible for all of those levels. But like we said, we will be building a team. One person can't do this, so there is the most important thing to have a team of people I trust and are good enough at the job to bring a standard through in karate that is reflected from the national squad all the way down.
What are your expectations in the role? I mean, obviously, you've probably got a certain amount of time to achieve what's been set out. What are your expectations and what are the expectations from the board in your role? What do they expect from you?
One of the biggest things is, again, be realistic. You can't go and say we're going to be this or that if it's not achievable in any way. But we can definitely bring the standard up right across a bigger depth and become more competitive than what we are. And then if it all works out correctly, then we should be starting to get nearer the medals than what we are now.
I mean, we've got the European Championships, we've got World Championships, you've got things like the World Games and things like that. But obviously there is a lot of tournaments out there in Europe. Will you be wanting athletes to get over there, and compete at the highest level?
Well, I think it's just logic, isn't it? If you can't compete or you're not competitive in international competitions such as K1s or youth leagues, then how are you going to be competitive at a European or world level event? Yeah. So it's just it's got to work together.
I just want to put this one to you, and this is just something I see from the outside looking in. Do you think that athletes not competing domestically and just competing abroad, do you think that could have a negative impact? Because
we do need to bring the standard up from sort of lower levels and the grassroots levels. So if all of our top athletes, for example, are competing abroad and not in this country, then it drops the standard in this country, and then that's not healthy for development.
Yeah.
You know, we need the good ones to be still competing in this country.
Yeah, and I think it's kids want to see him, don't they?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like idols.
Yeah, that's what you want them to be like, don't you? Yeah.
You know, I mean, with age of social media coming forward and that, these young athletes see these people, they put them on a pedestal,
And they want to inspire to be like them.
They want to be like
Yeah.
that, and I think it's important
Yeah.
that we do see him here,
Yeah.
because it can only mean good things.
Yeah.
Keeping the current squad, totally changing things, or seeing how it goes. What do you think?
It's about talent. It's about talent and how hard they're prepared to work and dedicate themselves to it. So it's a clean slate for everybody. So, you know, we just need to bring more depth in and make it more competitive in a national squad and make it harder to achieve the badge and then harder to get selected. But it's open.
Good. Well, thank you, Eddie. Thanks for letting me come down and having a chat with you.
Yeah, brilliant.
Just from talking to you, I feel confident that obviously you're going to grab this opportunity with both hands, and it's going to be a positive for English karate.
Hopefully, yeah.
And good luck.
Yep, brilliant. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.